It's time for a new stream. We're going to do a Druid this season. I've been rolling with this guy for a little while now. This is Druid 2.0, technically. I killed the first Druid. It wasn't a disconnect. It was dumb play by this guy. That's fine. We're getting back on course. Season 2, they have speeded up or sped up the leveling process, so it's always a good thing. Um, that's a weird chat. Anywho's, um, still the same hardcore tips. They still apply here in season 2. Test your internet speed first. Already did it. We're doing fine right now this morning. 2, Control R to monitor your latency. So if you're in the game, just hit Control R. Cancel. Don't want to do that. Oh, there's a way to do a undo character delete. Huh. I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. Anyway, let's load into the game. Kane Parker, by the way, one of the clones of Peter Parker. That whole series, Kane Parker, Ben Riley, I liked those two clones. A lot of people gave the Clone Wars all kinds of grief. They didn't like the Clone series and Spider-Man comics, but I thought it was solid, especially those two characters in particular. Hence, naming this guy Kane Parker. Anywho, so the Druid here. Back to my tips. Hit Control R to monitor your latency, and then the first time you'll get your frames per second, and then the second time you hit Control R, you get the latency. That's what you want to have. Make sure you have on. So we got that. 2, bind Scroll of Escape to your wheel. And Scrolls of Escape now, they're like rare as hell. I have 1 Scroll of Escape through leveling up 2 characters past 50. So you get one, don't use it. I was using Scrolls of Escape in Season 1 to just pop back to Kavashad quickly. Don't do that anymore because you ain't going to get many of them. So hang on to them. They're priceless. And that's going to be auto activated if the game detects that you're disconnecting. So that's your disconnect protection. So keep one of those, keep them on your character. If you get an extra, throw it in your stash. Just keep one on your character at all times. Craft the elixir of death evasion. That's important. Have that up, especially when you get past 50, probably into World Tier 3, just in case you're playing more aggressively and you're playing stupid. This will give you at least 1 cheat death to get the heck out of there. So good plan to keep that up. Don't stand in the red circles. Don't stand in the poison circles. This will cause death. It's bad. If you get extra items or upgrades, keep your old items in a stash so that way, especially if you've enchanted a legendary power that you're going to need for your build, keep an extra copy of it. And then mule everything that you have. Don't keep your aspects in your aspect thing here and then go out and do a nightmare dungeon. Any of those aspects that were on your character, you're going to lose. So don't do that. And then I always still disable crossplay. There's something about crossplay. It's right here on Connect. Disable the crossplay and cross network communication. It just plays havoc. I've had more disconnects when that's been online. So just take my advice. Turn that off. So as far as what we're doing right now, we are hitting legendary dungeons. The tiers of the legendary dungeons have changed, so we have a new list that we're rolling with here. Let me show you. I think I got the entire screen. Good. So these are the dungeons I'm looking to run. I can make that bigger. And this is kind of taken from Maxroll, but I just made it in a Word document so I could pull it up easier. The S tier legend or nightmare dungeons and the A tier. Some of these are better for leveling glyphs, and some are better for experience. I just threw them both in my own list. If I have those glyphs, that's the one I'm going to run. If I don't, I salvage and try to craft some, but I don't have a lot of crafting material right now, so I may have to run some that are not on my tier list, which is fine. We're still leveling and we're still learning the character. Honestly, we don't have the Druid down pat yet. In fact, I was leveling a glyph in my I was leveling territorial. Where's my territorial? Yeah, probably in the T's, dummy. Where's it at? Well, spirit. I don't see it. Anyway, I was leveling territorial. There it is. I got that up to level 8, then realized I'm probably not using that glyph effectively, and that the werebear glyph is better to start with, so I flipped that glyph out. Now I'm in the process of leveling up a new glyph again. It's fine. Anyway, let's pop a elixir and a death evasion potion. I should check and make sure. Did I get any more? Yeah, good. Got more of that dust, so I have my first dust into the 20% experience bonus, and then I'll get the prolonged elixirs. And let's go ahead and hit that nightmare dungeon. Go to Goa Ruins, level 15 one. Let's see how this goes. I do like this. In the Nightmare Dungeon updates now, you automatically pop into the Nightmare Dungeon. You don't have to, you're not outside the dungeon and have to click into it, which I think is just outstanding. There we go. So we'll pop in. We're trying a pulverized druid. Shrine. What level are these guys? 69. So little over 10 levels above us. They may be a little tougher. It's all right. We'll just make her a little slower. Actually, that elite pack there, that wasn't too tough. Okay, we got a single drop. You're still getting a lot of the materials for making death evasion potions from your nightmare dungeon, so you're not going to have to go out and farm flowers in other places. I did find my first unique item. I found a Mother's Embrace ring, which you would get if you did the campaign as you played through that campaign. But I just found it actually in my last nightmare dungeon earlier this morning. So I got that, the Mother's Embrace unique ring. This is the first time I'm trying to use it, so we'll see if this is better than my level 1 Umbral legendary skill as far as keeping my resources up. So far, it seems to work pretty good. Let's make sure I turn the sound down just a little bit in the game. Get on to like 3. Save. Madmutt had given me feedback. Don't keep your games so loud when you're trying to talk. So turn it down a little. And as always, stream brought to you by Pepsi Max. Well, at least fueling the streamer. right? Gotta have a little caffeines. Hey, we got some items to drop. And right now, most of my gear, other than that Mother's Embrace ring, and I did find a 700 axe. I'm trying to find item levels above 700 here on 3. They did up item levels to like 925 is the new top. So when you hit 4, that'll probably be the item levels I'll be looking for. But I'm not going to re-upgrade gear that's just a few item power levels above what I have from normal until I get an item level above 700. At least that gets you past a certain breakpoint. Travel to the vial chamber. Here we go. Get our Grizzly Rage on. Hop in here. We'll kill the Sea Hag. And we'll take her down. Hey! Welcome to the stream, buddy. Oh! Geez, that was dangerous. Okay, don't stand there. That was... she hit pretty hard right there. I was not ready for that. Well, generally this goes a little faster. There we go, we got it. Alright, we got a Paragon point too. What do you think there, Isaac? High five. You like that? Alright, so there's the werebear. Let's upgrade that glyph. Try to get that one up above 15. And Paragon point. Let's see, where do we want to go? Probably head that way. Alright. Let's see, do my full on gear. Oh! You got the range to add the spectral charger to your stable. So we got a different horse. Alright. 725. Two-handed mace. 684 power ring. Get rid of both of those. Let's go back to Kavushad. Kmart. I'll drop some stuff off there. Clearly, I'm not playing fast here, any stretch. All right, 600. And you see, when I'm going through here, I'm just looking straight at the item power. I don't use totems, so that's easy. 700 mace. I'd like to probably get a staff that's over 700. We'll keep looking. Anything below 700, I'm just kind of dumping. There's a ring. Lucky chance, poisoned enemies, vulnerable damage. Okay, so we got 2 stats that are reasonable, 2 stats that stink. So we'll just get rid of it. Sell all that. Now, I'm not sure if leveling this ring will be worth it if it goes over a breakpoint or not. Let's see. I'll pull up max roll here. Resources, equipment. So if you're on max roll, I'll just pull this over here for you. And you go to item power, scaling and breakpoints. Okay. So there's a breakpoint here, it looks like, at 655 to 730. And then 780. So that's a weird breakpoint system. So I don't think it'd be worth upgrading that ring because we're not going to get it over 780. So really, honestly, anything above 655 looks like is the next tier here, right? If I'm reading this correct. And then 780 would be the next level above. So if we could level gear, is that right? This seems like such a weird, they had better item power levels previously. Huh. There's got to be tiers in between, right? Item power determines the roll of the gear. Helmet 292 could be 7 to 12, 420. Okay. Because before it was you didn't want to upgrade your gear unless you were above, if you were popping into a new tier. I'll have to think on that more. But we might just go ahead and just upgrade it. I mean, it's cheap to upgrade it. I don't think it's going to take and push it to a higher tier where I'll get a chance for a better roll, but let's just go ahead and put 1, 2, 3 upgrades on that ring. The next upgrade takes these more legendary items, so we'll not do that one. That does give us a little bit more max life and lucky hit chance and crit damage and all stats. Not a bad ring, honestly, compared to what I had. What I was rolling with for resource management was not the Mother's Embrace ring. It was just a ring that had crit chance, crit damage, damage to injured folks, but then the imprint was the 1 restoration of your primary resource, or spirit in our case, when you crowd control an enemy. Whereas here, if your core skill hits 4 or more enemies, you get 25% of that resource back. Not bad. Probably need to have more people around to utilize that. Let's see, Sanguine Chapel. I think that's on my S tier, right? Yep. It is. Forbidden City. Let's see. Forbidden City, not. And Spelunker, I don't believe that was on my list either. So out of the 3 Nightmare Dungeons that dropped, we got 1 that we're going to play. These will save just in case we run out of material, but we'll do the chapel. Yep, let's travel there. Always keep a tight watch on your latency. I just shot up there a little bit to 140. That's fine, but starts getting much higher than that, especially like around 200 or so. I would bug out. Liking these vampire powers. They're pretty fun. That whole vampire zone really made that leveling to 50 process much more exciting and engaging versus just, you know, hitting a dungeon and just killing all the trash to level up, or using strongholds. It felt like you were actually getting something that contributed to improving the power of your character. In this case, the vampiric powers and skills that you have to level up. I don't have them all leveled, but you get some blood inside these nightmare dungeons, so think that's the way I'm going to level that process so I can be working on my glyphs for the Paragon board at the same time. Which now that I just wasted all that time leveling territorial up, which I did need to do, creates all kinds of backwards issues, I guess. Really? Right when you're about to grab it, you get hit by a big guy. Alright. Fine. I'll kill you. Jeez. There we go. Drop that on the box and head over to the other side. Definitely with pulverize, you want to try to get as many guys inside your pulverized cone as you can. I ran into the butcher once earlier this morning. Took him down pretty easy, actually. You'll occasionally run into new vampire bosses too as you're rolling through this, which is kind of interesting and fun. Alright, there's a little event. Let's go ahead and do it.
They've been feeding on me. My soul. Please, take it back from me. Let it in.
If she get done talking, we could do the thing. So I always kind of look at the mini-map in the right corner for these events. Find the red dot, so you know where the person with the soul is going to pop up. That's the point of this one, is kill the people with the soul. No nightmare dungeon there. I think we got enough souls. Alright, that was fun. Probably worth doing that one. Got the box. Let's go ahead and roll out of here. That on here. Now we roll into the next room. The Druid is slower than the Barbarian as far as actual run speed. Maybe it's just how I set my Barbarian up. But he is a big, slow buddy. Needs to go on a diet. Something. This is a kill-all part, so you gotta make sure you go back and kill any trash that you miss. always kind of eyeball the mini map in the upper right corner. Look for those red dots. See the red dots, head to the red dots, make sure you kill all the trash. Hopefully that way you don't have to do a lot of double backing. Alright, got all the guys. Head over here. And we'll go kill a boss. Yeah, that boss went a lot faster than the last boss. And we'll keep upgrading the werebear glyph. Teleport back to Kmart and see what we got. And we'll keep this process rolling. Alright. 15, nope, don't need that. Nope. Nope. Alright, so. And all I was doing on those legendary items was determining if that was a power I needed. If I don't, I just mark it as junk and get it out. Then I sort my gear and then try to find, oh, here you go, a 740 armor. Strength, overpowered damage with werebear skills, which we have, total armor, and thorns. Okay, we might hang on to that. We'll think about that one. Okay, that one we don't need. Turn off compare for now. Just looking for things above 700. Damage to close enemies, okay. Fortified generation, barrier generation, and poison. So that's like 3 stats that would be just terrible. And lightning damage, nope. Barrier generation, okay, that's another crap one. Sell all those. This, I think, is worthy of using. So what do we have on our chest plate? We're putting Earth skills slow enemies. I think I have that aspect out here somewhere. Let's see, it'd be a defensive one. I guess I don't have one extracted, so we'll just put the default one on. But let's fix this up a little bit. So we'll add a socket. So you can have 2.
May the light keep you.
And we'll chest armor here. Let's unsocket the gem we have in there. Okay. We'll throw this chest plate into our spare gear. Done. And this chest plate, I'll have to see, do I have the right vampiric aspect? So I needed 5, 7, 7. So we're still good, so I don't have to change any of the packs that are on this thing. All right, that's good. Oh, we got enough blood to level up something that I don't need. Great. All right, so let's head back over to this guy. Let's enchant that chest plate. I don't have the stuff to enchant it. That's too bad. So we're stuck with a stat we don't really care about. That's fine. I was going to roll the thorns off, but Still an upgrade. And obviously it's not an um, in-game build item yet, but it's still an upgrade, right? For what we were rolling with. So let's go ahead and upgrade this sucker. 1, 2, 3. Do I put the fourth one on? Sure. We'll go 4 upgrades for sacred items. Just to be consistent. There we go. Should probably do that to my ring too. I did it to the weapon. Sure. Alright. Gonna need another gem. Which I think when we hit 60 is when we can get higher level gems. So we'll make a couple rubies. Add in there.
No witchcraft
Okay,
here.
and
Only honest magics.
codex. I don't remember what I had on that. Earth skills slow enemies by 25%. Oh, I do have that. I know I have that. Pulverize, pulverize. There we go. I have one that does 25% or one that does 50%. Well, that's top. Do I really want to put that on a sacred piece of gear? I'll probably save it for a tier 4 gear, since that's a perfect version of it. I don't need the codex. I need this. Yep, imprint. All right. So we got a new chest plate. Got a Paragon point to spend. We'll head. Yeah, we'll head this way so we can get to a glyph socket. All right. Consumables. Grinning Labyrinth. That is not on our list. Vault of the Forsaken. Not on the list. Broken Bulworth. I don't believe it's on the list. It's not. Inferno Nightmare. Not. So all of these are not on my tier list. Doesn't mean they're bad dungeons. It's just probably not perfect. Oops, wrong guy. Let's head back over. We'll remake some of these. See if we can craft one that is actually one that we have on our tier list. Let's see. Stay in this tier 11 to 15 range. Let's just go ahead and make 5. See what we get. Sanguine Chapel. There you go. Sanguine Chapel. Perfect. Whispering Vaults. Not one we want. Sanguine Chapel is. And a Forbidden City. Not. So we got 3 good ones and 2 that we don't want. That's fine. Alright. 15, 11, 12. So we'll do the 11 first, then the 12, then the 15. Check the time on our potions. We're still fine. Should be able to get through a dungeon before those potions run out. I think. Latency's still good. We're right at 68. All right. We got the flying alien ship following us, this legendary or nightmare dungeon. That thing just follows you and explodes. So you just keep moving. This way, find the box, make sure you kill everything around you so they don't interrupt you as you're getting the box, which includes that red thing from the spaceship that's following us. That will interfere with your ability to interact with the box, like that. Oh my gosh, really? Can I move that thing away? Oh, I got the box. Good. I thought it interrupted me. I do like the improvement in the drop rates. I mean, so like here we're not getting anything that's not sacred, and we're in World Tier 3. Get into World Tier 4, I believe you're only supposed to get items that are ancestral. So there's nothing that you're going to just not at least pick up or check. I mean, probably when you have all your in-game gear, you're going to not have to stop and pick up everything unless you're low on money. But at this point, as you see, I'm just kind of picking up everything at this point. I'm not overwhelmed with items in my inventory yet. One run and I'm 3/4 filled, which is better than what it was before. If you tried to pick up everything previously, now you'd probably have to jump back to town twice to empty your bags. Let's see, can we get this done before these potions run out? I think so. I'll try. Watch your potion there, bud. Gosh, that red thing is annoying. Talk to the NPC. I think it triggers a mini, like, set of bosses or something. Or event. Yep, there it is. I don't think I'm gonna last potion-wise here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop another death evasion. The other experience potions I left in my stash, so I'll get more of those when I get back. But I don't want the death evasion potion to drop. mind this event. Yeah, you get a decent amount of density.
Thank you, Wanderer. Without you, I'd be dead.
All right.
Manage from here.
Finish killing off the rest of these things. Don't stand in red. Don't stand in red, dummy. Come on now. One guy left. Dead. Alright. So we'll head this way. Grab that, which fills up. I do like these right before a boss, because if you have to use it, it does fill up your resource too. So you can go in with full resource and just start unloading your spender on him. Like that. So I get 2 of those. Pop in. Charge. Almost had him done before I ran out of resource. Ah, sacred chest. Interesting. Or unique chest. See what that is. Werebear. Upgrade the glyph. Head to town and we'll see what we got. And we got something good. We'll see. Alright, let's see. Nature's Fury, don't need. Debilitating Roar, nope. Attacking with a basic skill increases your core. Alright, don't need that. Where is that chest? Mad Wolf's Glee. Werewolf form is now your true form, and you gain 3 ranks of all werewolf skills. Hey!
The Twitcher's back.
Toss a coin to your Twitcher. Oh, viewers aplenty. What's up? I like that shirt. It's a nice shirt. So the Mad Wolf's Glee. I don't think we're going to need this, Luke. So we're just going to sell it. How much we get for it? 154,000 gold. So even if you get a unique and it's not one you want, at least you get some cash out of it. It is pretty sweet, but it's not what I'm using for my setup. So all junk. Get rid of it. All right, let's sort by item level. We know we're selling the Mad Wolf's Glee. Item 625. Nope. We already got a 700 chest, so probably chest pieces we're not going to need. We don't use totems. Two-handed mace. That is below 700. Don't need. Staff below 700. I'd love a staff. And gloves that are below 700. Pants. I think I have pants that are above 700 now. Yep. So. We won't need pants either, really, until probably Ancestral. And these are below 700. Rings above 700. Crit hit damage. Need that. Lucky hit chance. Okay. Regeneration and barrier generation. 2 stats that stink. So don't need those. Crit damage with Earth skills. Okay. I use Earth skills. Life. Love it. Max Spirit. Damage to stunned enemies. So 2 things I don't want. So I'll get rid of it. Well, I don't. This just gives you my thinking of what I'm thinking about when I roll through items. All right, sell all that. That's all junk.
Be wary on the road.
And let's lay out a Paragon point here, or 2. Resistance to all elements. Yeah, I probably want that. Can't get to it yet. Then we'll get over here and get that glyph. Socket, that is. Consumables. Spelunker. That is not one we want. We know these are 2-tier good ones. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to have to take a break and be back in 5 minutes or so. Can I go ahead and... I'll just wait. Oh,
Fare thee well.
consumable. Fire resistance, lightning resistance. I mean, honestly, I don't care about resistances. Lucky hit chance. Yeah, I'll just use one of them. I'm not really using it for the resistance. I just want that extra 5% experience. Take that. All right, let's do that. Level 12 chapel. I'll do one more, and like I said, I'll take a 5-minute break. Maybe we'll do an FTL run next. That'd be fun. Could go back, visit the farm, check on the implement row, see how our equipment's doing. Do Diablo 2. I don't know. This stream might go in different places today, fellers and fellettes. I don't know. You guys got tennis practice today? I like the layout of this dungeon. It kind of reminds me of Mercy's Reach. You go to the pop in, you go to the one side, you get the box, you bring it back. It's kind of Mercy's Reach-ish. Alright, let's grab this box. Ooh, okay. Here's one of those vampiric bosses, kind of like the Butcher, that just pop up every once in a while. Indal of the Ancients. Okay. Hit her with my spirits there. Got her. That's decent drops. Couple legendaries. That's fun. I still think the Butcher's tougher. Still fun to have something else that can pop up on you. Kind of make you a little bit on your toes. I bet there's an event in that room up there. We'll head up there and do that too. Don't stand in the poison. Jeez. Gotta follow my own rules. Alright, let's see. What is the event? Talk to this guy. Gotta keep all these alive, probably. I haven't done this one where you keep the 3 alive since they've updated it. Apparently they're supposed to survive better, but generally speaking, gosh, I could never keep these dudes alive previously. They're just always got killed in like the first wave. Or you'd get that red thing, like that alien ship from our last Nightmare dungeon, and they would just go over and blow up these NPCs. It was near impossible to keep them alive. At least for me, it was impossible. I'm sure many of you out there in the old Twitch world kept them all alive easily, right? That
Take this
ring
much.
seems to keep my resource up
It's
pretty
not
good.
much, but I hope it helps.
All right, we kept some of them, all three of them alive. Good job. And we got a couple of drops. Sweet. That almost kicked us up to 62. That ain't bad. Ah, we get to upgrade our potion. Maybe we'll do that after we finish this dungeon, then take the break. I can show you how I go through the process of doing my upgrade. Hey, we got a couple of elixirs. Nice. Those seem to drop less frequently too than what they had in the previous season. Which is probably fine. They were dropping a lot. Got more gear this time. Alright. We'll get the boss and we'll pop out of here. Still got not quite a full bag, but we were pretty close. That's too bad. If you're full on health, you can't interact with the healing well, which would be really nice to get that resource. Sometimes I'll go back and see if there was somebody. Oh, can I kick this? Perfect. Perfect. See? Then I took a little damage. Now I can use the healing well. Yeah. 1, 2. Shout. Charge. 1, 2. Couple of normal attacks. Excuse me. And we got him. Upgrade the werebear glyph again. Allocate the extra XP there, and we'll pop back to town. Alright, what kind of drops did we get here? Don't use that. Don't use that. Don't use that. Don't use that. Nope. Nope. And nope. Alright, so we don't use any of those powers. So we'll go ahead and salvage those. We got a pact. Fine. Sort this by level again. 690 helms. And once you sort it by item, you know that all the helms are going to be below that. So all the chest pieces, if I had that below that. This 697, everything is going to be below that for that item. And I don't think we got any. Oh, we got a 700 pants, but we don't need pants. All right, we got nothing we needed,
Fair trade.
but we got some gold. We got a couple of consumables and old stones. It's not one we want. All right. Let's go ahead and put down. Got a little extra resistances. Let's go level up that potion. And then I will think I'll log off and take a break here, and we'll be back for another stream. So need more gallow vine. All right. So go in here to refine resources. I can turn. I don't remember how much I need. Let's make 20 of it. So you can convert other flowers into whichever herb you need. Go over here, and we can upgrade the potion. Perfect.
Blessings.
Did we get any other blessing stuff? Nope. That happens at. When's the next? At 63. You get more dust. Okay. So we moved up to 60. We're working on our werebear glyph. We're almost to a point where we can put another point into our, or another glyph in. So we're moving along. Moving along in this process. Still, same hardcore tips apply. Follow them. Stay alive. Play hardcore. It's the way to go. I will be back, and we'll do a little bit more streaming after I take a short break.